Cześć widzu, chcesz zgarnąć takiego uspa? Wystarczy wbijesz w link podany w opisie, doładujesz swoje konto z tym oto kodzikiem za $2 i otworzysz jedną skrzynkę. I już masz szansę na wygranie takiego uspa. A jeżeli jeszcze nie byłeś na HELLCASE, z kodem BESTDROP dostaniesz 10% do pierwszego depozytu. Na samym HELLCASE możesz otwierać skrzynki, grać case battle i oczywiście odbierać codziennie darmowe skrzynki. Zapraszam do oglądania.
He's fighting up against Henny and Phelps back to back, trying to fight out with a jump through. Henny's the one to collect. Now, Nassim and NQZ. NQZ to try and cover off that cross, but with the smoke down, that won't be particularly helpful. They're on the defuse, they're sticking to it. Henny's still all the way in. He finally gets the shot. Nassim to save the day with 3.
Man, good heads up. That smoke on the bomb, there was a way that could have fallen out of their hands. Henny had a kit. That 5 seconds ticking in their head, and once they realized it was only him remaining, just finding the last bullet, and in the nick of time. This is so damn close. Look how far that progresses before Payne finally...
Information given over to anyone who's actually made their way down secret. Nassim, knife out, buddy, come on. I know it's just a missile round, but let's try and put up a fight, shall we? Caught off guard, but seems like that's just the case across Payne Gaming.
I mean, especially if you're going to be going up against a shotgun.
Okay.
This shotgun is just making money. No way. $900 a pop. Thank you very much.
And that's the thing about Norway. I really feel as though he's sort of the Stewie 2K of Brazil in the same way. You know, a lot of reputation of being someone who plays unconventionally, a streamer before he got into this team, someone who was really ridiculed for, oh my God, he's pushing through smokes, he's doing all of these weird buggy things just for his stream.
P-side ahead for Red Canids. On his HE is going to be hefty. Lots of damage done. He's the only one over here, so he could get overwhelmed. He's being very present towards ramp, but you know what? With sprays like that, why not? The full house denied by Hardzal. But the 4K is enough to secure the round. An M4 picked up, Nate spots him out. Begging for a headshot away through, maybe towards the upper.
Than not, either Woody or Knifeman will try and hold the bomb. Destiny trying to get involved. Oh my goodness me, just on the edge of this smoke. Around the corner, he goes, spots shadows, full blind. He is, but he still manages to collect both of them. One more test, one more hurdle, and he overcomes it. Destiny with the 3. Matthias worried about middle. It feels like he will get there, and he will be able to plant this bomb. There's more than enough time for him to set himself up. Remember, Hardzal was 1 bullet away from death. Weirdly enough, this afterplant is very willing.
Investigating, seeing if he can catch off the rotate, but it's not going to be coming through. And now that he's not spotted anyone, he has a good read on the situation. Swings out, finds the first kill. But it's onto the low HP player. Destiny jumps, and it...
Like it'll be the easiest. Furia come into this with quite a hotbed of utility as well. Yuri started off this tournament with a fiery performance on his own on Inferno versus the Nouns, and now this is a great start to things. Long range with the AUG, flashes being dodged and largely irrelevant because of the distance. Yuri and Quesarado are taking things off, and Yuri almost getting the full ace. Grim denies, but it's 499 damage. You might as well give it.
Yuri on his org that is ready to tear heads clean off, even on a round like this. Running in with a half-buy, they are getting destroyed by these scoped weapons, and Yuri didn't even zoom.
Fallen looking like he's having a quick flashback. Might be just against the anti-ecos, but remember, a confident Fallen is one to be terrified of. Especially when it comes to qualification processes, especially when it comes to majors, especially when it comes to anywhere where he might be able to farm up some nervous players.
Yeah, and in terms of form, you know, Fallen, when they were winning majors, when they were competing and making it into playoffs of the major circuit, get move in with a half-buy, but they're wounded, they're weakened. Floppy trying to lead in, but there's Cello to chew them up from short. Cello not done with just 2. It's Art right behind him, and it's all 4 for Cello on the Behold. Furia cannot be moved. Quesarado on 17 kills. Not only locking things down on B, but did great jobs on the rotation as well, and when they were on that CT side. Like you said, still pretty sharp. on that pistol.
Zerk, early tag, but he trades it out with a ding to his head as well. That's not going to be particularly conducive. HELLCASE now falls. Elige fades that he maintained position for so long.
Yeah, Fury didn't actually buy up. You know, they just went in with this one AK, a couple of upgraded pistols, and they were hoping that Cello could maybe pry bar in, but now that AK has changed hands.
You really do wish it would be in Quesarado, so. I know he's got the deagle, but come on, guys, we've had this debate.
He's also a little far away.
I mean, just to start the round off, to be honest. Quesarado. Opportunity. Will it be given again? Very unlikely. Art's the one who wants to lead the charge in the meanwhile. Can he find a head? Even damage is fantastic at this stage. CT side money. I mentioned it before. All you need to do is just try and pin it into an impossible circumstance. Art moves away from the flashbang. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Quesarado still committed here onto the A-bomb site. Knows he just needs to find one kill to make this somewhat possible to threaten the road.
Timeouts for Fury, and sometimes those rounds, it just came down to losing members as they were crossing into the bomb site and just called it quits. Nice timing for Floppy on this flank, but that weapon is looking mighty irretrievable. Chance of it cascading out of control, all on HELLCASE. First kill found, and a second as well. Fallen falls, Quesarado also hits the deck. HELLCASE has pulled this round out of the hat. Art is just trying to punch in those digits and hopes that HELLCASE makes a mistake, but it's 4 clean headshots on this Deeg. HELLCASE is not to be messed with.
They expected to get it, but the skill from Furia. They can't do anything about HELLCASE's deagle. They simply can't refrag it. It's not like they weren't swinging together. Really going to be able to add anything to this overall debate on the A side. Complexity. Find a quick pick through that very same smoke. Quesarado is down, the bomb on the ground. With 30 seconds left now, a boost could be big. They decide not to assemble it. Worried about Fallen, expecting that very same boost, and now HELLCASE will just watch the cross with the delay they found earlier on. The smoke is finished. Cello can't move, and he needs to. He needs to get out of the way as Fallen has missed his shot and the opportunity is lost. Complexity on the verge of delivery. Only Yuri left, and as he's found one, denies the blood, keeps it going, but HELLCASE defused. Complexity will even. 16-13, we're going to nuke. Doesn't really do anything too grim, so he's okay with this. But double push out from heaven.
Fury have a lot of utility.
They'll have to use all of it to try and displace Grim from this position. He's the primary risk that they have to take care of. Grim instead actually ends up backing further behind into the site. He's still alive. Quesarado's double keeps him in the round, and now it's all him and Elige. Can't quite get the silent drop down, but he's still committing to the defuse. Elige rounds the corner long enough that Quesarado's pushed off of it, and now Elige swings out. Quesarado prevented
And attack this A-bomb site, but Yuri finding Elige on the lurk. JT to trade, but Cello at the back of the site, still alive and kicking, trying to keep himself afloat. Players coming up those vents, and Fallen's there to reinforce, but they didn't realize that Hell was an access point. It's Floppy left in a clutch, a 1-on-3 that's chewed down to 2, but he tries to tap. He forces Fallen forward, and it's Art that remains on this MP9, but he doesn't know where he's coming from, but he outguns him. Art caught him off guard, but Floppy had the health to trade. Floppy, a big round for complete.
On the floor elsewhere, and Fallen needs to take the fight to them. If Grim is allowed in nearby, well, he's gone! Straight to the head it goes, and he knows that HELLCASE is rotating in from ramp. HELLCASE Hearts goes forward to meet his death. Fallen!
Difficult there if you're HELLCASE. I mean, low health, but he didn't know that Fallen was as wounded as he was. Maybe that information could have been relayed over, but easy to get lost in all of the chaos. Flanks on flanks. You had Art coming in from Hell. They waited for him as well, but the fact that he found that first kill so rapidly.
MIBR taking space and Sonny.
Coldzera.
Straight into them. Exit trying to hit the trade and, well, gets a dink onto Neck. His Legacy just wants to swing. We are going straight into that Glock of Exit. Needs to pull off the reload. But meanwhile, BR Enazan has found Dumao.
Oh, I just feel like this round has done a disservice to Cole, but maybe Lato can bring it back, but he's going to get flanked. Drops behind him, has the drop on him. No, he doesn't. Ladder wins out that fight. Drop. Oh,
Finding free as well.
Oh my God, what? It's even more ridiculous on the replay.
Lado finding free there as well was incredibly relevant because it was him that was dragging Legacy, kicking and screaming through that Nouns BO.
Still manages to plant the bomb somehow in the smoke, and Drop gets the kill onto Lado, who run out of bullets, and then spins around onto Demal. Both these players incredibly low, but safe with the AWP is on a good angle. No way to cover him off, and Drop is forward. He can swing off the contact of his teammate, and time is ticking. They have to get going. Save misses the mark, and they're running him down. Sorry, Drop that is. And oh, never mind, Drop doesn't miss his mark on the follow-up. 2 headshots in quick succession, and that's
Right forward. Viola Enazan just tucked in at default. He's going to be there, and he's going to be the surprise factor. Lato and Bartan combine, and it leaves it all on Drop. There goes that smoke. But he needs to find everything. There's the first and the second. Drop now looking for it. Knives out, and he does manage to get it. 3 kills in the round for MIBR. Drop gets a necessary pistol for them, and salt in the wound with the backstab.
a 1 versus 3 from Drop, a position that you do not favor him in at all. The smoker's down. There's a kit as well. Both kills go his way, and then he's stabbing through. And in fact, he looks like he's slightly off the mark to begin with. And this is with the round starting so well for Legacy. The fact that Brenton gets that kill to Neckers is also insane because he has such low HP. A Drop. What a round. Look at the time.
It's the audacity.
2 evens things back up. And every time that MIBR get an advantage, it feels like it cruelly slips away from them. And it's Exit and Insani, the only ones remaining for MIBR in what could be their final round of Counter-Strike at this America's RMR. A smoke through. Barton's getting ahead, and Barton gets one. Insani at least is able to trade. Gets himself an 8K and gets the kill. Still in it, our MIBR, thanks to Insani.
Yeah, but that's